Alright guys, I beat two blatant cheaters in CSGO. I'm kinda the best. Here's how I did it. See, it all started on a nice warm summer night when I was getting ready to play some quick and easy matchmaking games with my boy, Porange. Porange is new to the game, so me and my friends have adopted him and we're teaching him how to play. And anybody who's ever done this knows that this is kind of a frustrating process. So I should also mention that my friend's name is Goodbye, and I'm not going to show his face on screen because I don't know if he wants me to, but there's a picture of his anime girlfriend in case you were wondering. So the only problem with queuing up with Porange is the fact that on our mains, me and Goodbye are Legendary Eagle, and Porange is a Silver 4, so that doesn't exactly work. So we hopped on our Smurfs, which are called Porange's Friend and No Skill. So this is where our problem starts, because when you Smurf and you're absolutely goated at the game like I am, you get a lot of reports on your profile, and that makes your trust factor tank. So anyways, we start this game, and I'm thinking, yeah, easy Smurf game, as the piss around rolls around, and I get a nice little 4K, and I have absolutely no clue what's ahead of us. That was until a couple rounds in when we got really confident and we were pushing mid, and then this guy just goes out there and does this. See, I don't exactly know about you guys, but this isn't exactly something that happens to me every day, so, these guys were definitely on the gear, if you know what I mean. Turns out this guy who had a butterfly symbol as a name was playing on a level 1 Steam account, and he was pulling off some shady shit. Then there was the other cheater who didn't toggle on until a little bit later, but he went under the intimidating moniker of Roblox. So, needless to say, guys, we were absolutely quaking. You know when you're playing a game and an enemy is kinda suspicious, and you're not exactly sure if he's just a cheater or simple incarnate as he Ferrari peeks your team every 2 seconds? Because that was us after this point, so we just reported him anyway. Before these guys really toggled on, we were able to get 8 rounds on CT side, which I was pretty proud of. But then one guy probably turned to the other guy and was like, "Bro, how are we losing? That's it, turn on the Omega God cheats." And then they just started winning. So it looked bad at this point, but once we got on T side, this is where our anime redemption arc really started. We knew for sure that these guys were using B-Hop scripts and some sort of aim assistance, but we didn't know if they were using something like wall hacks or if they had just a spin bot up their sleeve, so we were really preparing for the worst at this point. So being the tactical mastermind and elite strategist that I am, I developed this strategy that would help us win the game. See, being on T-side was key because you don't have to kill the cheaters to win the rounds, you simply have to let the bomb explode. We figured out that the cheaters played window and B apartments for whatever reason, so A was our main target until they switched it up. So assuming that these two guys knew where we were, we couldn't just all go and hit one bomb site, we split up just to throw them off, and then I took the bomb and I was running back and forth between A and B just to throw them off or, just to piss them off in case they could see. And while that was going on, my teammates would run out and try to kill the legitimate players on each of the bomb sites so we could get the bomb down. And let me tell you, the other players were, well, let's just say they're definitely silver players. So this worked and we were able to get the bomb down, and once we did that, all we had to do was unpeak so they couldn't kill us, and then we tried to plant as open as possible so when the cheaters went for a defuse or to kill somebody, and they could only headshot one of us before they could turn around and headshot the other one, they were dead. If you ever encounter a cheater in your game, this is exactly what I recommend doing. Because unless they're actually like rage hacking and spin botting, they can only headshot one of you at a time, and if they have to do a full 180 to kill the second player, then you're gonna kill the guy before he can flick to you. So this method actually worked pretty well, and we were able to get 13 rounds before the cheaters caught on. But once they did catch on, they just started going to random bomb sites, so we had no clue, and that really fucked things up for a while. After this stopped working, we were really out of ideas, but that was also when our teammate Blue decided, fuck it, I'm gonna become a based cheater killing machine. Anyways, at the time we were really happy with this because we weren't expecting to win the game, and here we are with 15 rounds, which means we basically have a tie, and if we don't fuck up, we can still win. But that was when the cheaters decided to strike back and make it even harder for us. See, they decided to kick one of their shitter teammates so that they could get a second life on one of the cheaters, and that was not good, but luckily we only had to win one round. So with all this coming into play, we found ourselves on round 26, and this round was so crazy, I'm gonna have to give you the play-by-play just to get it right. So we decided to run out A. If we were gonna end this game, we were gonna end it here and now, and little did we know at the time we were gonna run into a lot of opposition there. But luckily, things went well at first, and we were able to kill the bot there. But before we knew it, the hit turned sour, and that's when things started looking really dicey. So myself and Goodbye died during this A hit, and if you remember, we're the two legendary Eagles, so we're kind of the ones who are going to be winning this game. And quickly after, Mr. Doge, or Yellow, is taken down as well. This left Porange and Blue left alive, and if we remember, Porange is Silver 4, and this blue guy is really a wild card. As a last-ditch effort, they decided to go B, and to my surprise, they were able to get the bomb down default successfully without being killed. So, at this point, I am very politely but firmly screaming at Porange to stay unpeaked and play the bomb while this other guy does his thing. This was a 2v3 scenario, so they had a decent chance, but both the cheaters were still alive, and that was going to be a big problem. A few moments later though, Blue was able to take down the last legit player, leaving them in a 2 versus 2 against both of the cheaters. So Blue was in market with his position now revealed, and Porange was still in apartments, and he was playing bomb. So as we can see here, after some hasty adjustments to his mega hacking rig, the Roblox guy arrived at market, ready to oof the fuck out of Blue. But when we least expected it, this is when the power of anime and friendship allowed Blue to kill the hacker. At this point, victory was so close I could taste it. All they had to do was play bomb and win. But that didn't stop it from being any more stressful, so Porange was still diligently sitting in the back of apartments, just waiting to win this round so he could shit-talk the other guy. And while this happened, the cheater worked his way up to Van to try to jump shot Porange, but like I said, he just was not having it. We were gonna win this round, and that's when I finally heard the bomb tick down to the point where he could not defuse, and let alone kill 2 people that were still alive, and that was just the best feeling ever. So what do you do when you beat a cheater? It's obviously shit talk as much as possible in the post-game chat before they disconnect, and that's what happened. And I know people make it seem like it's an everyday occurrence, but for me, I have never played against a cheater that I could say for certain was a cheater. So this was a big victory for me, and it was super satisfying. Obviously, I would have lost if he started spin botting, so that was my go-to insult when we won the game. Anyways, I really gotta give props to the random blue guy for absolutely popping off and killing these cheaters, and Porange for sticking it out in there against the cheaters. He's getting better at the game, guys. He's kind of a god. Anyways, I hope this gives you motivation next time you find yourself against a suspicious guy on the enemy team. I know this isn't really my normal type of video, but this was just something I wanted to share, so hope you have a good day.